what a start. Inside out and upside down. No stress, I'ma clean up this mess.
Hello everyone, my name's Lee and I love to get creative with paint, paper, glue and scissors. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, well, it's a big super welcome to you. I'm so happy that you're going to spend a bit of time with me today. So in this video I'm going to create a colourful collage for week 36 of the Margarete Miller Weekly Collage Challenge. So the prompt is to use images of animals and insects that have a distinct sound, and this week I'm going to base my collage on some of our Aussie birds. What I have with me here is a book that I picked up at a second-hand shop, so it's a guide to Australian birds. So I pulled out a few pages of some of our more noisy and colourful birds. And because they're so brightly coloured, or most of them are, I'm going to just have a plain background here. So the first thing I'm going to glue down is some paper napkin or paper towel, kitchen towel. The reason I want to put this in is because it's got, I don't know if it shows up on the camera, but it has texture in it already. So I've been using this a bit lately because I saw someone else use it, and it almost makes the page look like sort of canvassy looking. So I'm just going to tear up a few pieces of that and then stick them down over the top of each other. Before I forget to mention, Wednesday the 7th of September is our scavenger hunt collage challenge, so feel free to join in. All you need to do is base your collage or your glue book or your page, whatever you're doing, on postal. Have a look in the description box of my video and you'll be able to see all the details of that. Okay, so I'm just going to glue down these. So I hope you're all doing well, happy, got nice weather, not too hot or not too cold wherever you are. It's raining today here, so it's not the not so very sunshine coast. Now I'm just going to apply a little bit of gesso, not much. While my gesso is drying, I'm going to cut some of those images out. Well, I decided to fussy cut around some of the birds because I left the background in there. See, it doesn't really stand out. The bird doesn't stand out if it's got that blue around it. So to make it stand out on the page, I've fussy cut them out. So that's my selection of Aussie birds. So I've got parrots, I've got cockatiels, I've got budgerigar, galahs, that's a butcher bird, that's a kookaburra, and a sulphur-crested cockatoo. I've got a variety of colours, so I need to work out how to arrange them in a sensible way so that the colours all work well together. Another thing I need to think about is some are facing one way and some are facing the other. So I'm going to play around with this for a little bit, but I would like to, oh, that feels a bit wet there, might have to dry that. It's raining, so things aren't drying very fast today. I'd like to put a little bit of stamping on here, some text stamping, but only faint. I don't want it to stand out. I want my birds to have a tree to be all gathered around, so my tree is going to be a piece of music paper that has, I just wiped some paint onto it, so it was from another project. So I think this colour will work, and if not, I have a piece of my coffee dyed paper. So I actually sell this in my Etsy shop. I think it's a pack of 20. It's really cheap. So if you want to, you can download it. I'll leave a link in the description box below. So this is another piece from the same kit. That might work better actually. It's a little bit more earthy. So I'm going to tear a piece of that off. Yeah, I quite like that because it's got that bit, those little bits of green. So I'm just going to fiddle around with my birds for a little bit. Okay, so I've fiddled with it for a little bit, and this is what I'm going to do. I wanted to move this one, but he's stuck already. So he has to stay there. Yeah, anyway, let's glue them down. Just going to use Mod Podge to do that. And then I might do a little bit of something around the outside. I'm not sure what. So they are galahs. I'll come down a little bit. Oh, the brush is a bit stiff. Okay, so I'm going to, as well as glue them down with the Mod Podge, I'm going to put a fairly good coat on top of them as well. So these are magpies. So these birds I have come into my yard all the time. There's actually two sitting on the clothesline when I walked out the other day. So it's their nesting season has started. So these ones are very territorial. They have a beautiful song, but during breeding season, nesting season, you stay away from where their nests are, otherwise they'll swoop you. And the postmen, they really get cop it from those birds, and it's not unusual to see the postman in my street getting chased down the road by one of these birds. There's actually a few videos online too, like where I was working we had a postman whose name was Pete. He was sort of a middle-aged guy, and there's a video on the internet of him, somebody on the footpath has filmed him riding his posties bike up the main street of Caloundra, and the whole time he's been attacked by this bird who's swooping at his helmet. So yeah, they don't like you going anywhere near their nests. They make amazing pets. They're really intelligent. They'll interact with your other animals as well. You know, they'll come in and befriend your dog or your cat. Mainly dogs. Cats probably more likely to eat them, but yeah, so they love dogs. And you know, the wild ones will just come up to you if you hold your hand out with some food in it. They're meat eaters, so they'll come up and they'll take food straight out of your hands. So that one is a sulphur-crested cockatoo. So they are also quite good pets, but they're very destructive. I think the best place for them is out in the wild. When I was talking about magpies being pets, you don't keep them in a cage or anything, you just let them live in your house. Yeah, you don't cage them. But my friends had one of those cockatoos. Oh, someone they were staying with had it, and it used to get out on the supply line for the electricity to their house, and it chewed through the wire cut the power off to the house, and they destroy everything that they can get their beaks on. These make awesome pets. We found one, an injured one, years and years ago. It was in the park, and took it home and nursed it back to health, and it stayed with us for many years. It used to just live in our house, had the run of the house. He used to do things like get up on my shoulder and pick at my earrings, open my earrings up. Also did that to my watch, and I had a waterproof watch, and I didn't realise that the bird had pulled out the thing for adjusting the time on it. Pulled that out, and some water got into the watch and had to be repaired. Budgies, they're the most common bird kept as pets in Australia. So they come in all different colours. You can teach them to talk. So you get yellow ones, blue ones, white ones. The females have a brown, see here, you can see blue on the beak, that's a male. So females have got brown in that area, and the males are blue. And the kookaburra, I think everybody knows what a kookaburra sounds like. If you've got kookaburras living near you, you can look forward to being woken up about 4:30 in the morning in summer, because that's when they wake up and start their riotous song in the morning. Butcherbirds, they're related to the magpies, and they're meat eaters. They'll swoop humans. My husband got bitten on the ear out at the golf course by a butcherbird. Swooped him and took a chunk out of the top of his ear. I haven't been around here for a while, but they used to come when it rains and sit in our, outside on our back veranda, and they've got the most beautiful song. So all of them have lovely songs, but the best one would be this fella. Closely followed. They're similar songs. The worst one would have to be this. This one is the funniest and the most entertaining if you like being woken up early hours of the morning. This one has a nice, just a sort of, I don't know how to describe it. It's loud, but it's not annoying. The parrots, they just squawk. So do the glass. So there we go, my birds in the tree. Now I think I'm just going to maybe use a bit of coffee or tea around the outside and then put a border around it. So I'm going to dry it off. Okay, so I had to go and make some tea because I'd used all my tea. So I just want to gently put some in the background. The reason I've used tea instead of coffee is because it's much lighter. And I don't want to take the attention away from the birds themselves. Subtle colour of the tea in the background is going to look nice. I'm not sure if you can even see it, it's so light. Yeah, I'm happy with the way this is looking. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think of it. Or if you've got a question, happy to answer any questions about what I'm doing or what I'm going to be doing in upcoming videos. So I've got a little couple of little art journals that I've been doing some collaging, mixed media collaging in. So that's like a series, I guess. I said I'd go and do that with black gesso, but I've got this gold pen just sitting on the desk. What does it look like? Maybe just go around it with, it's actually a crayon, not a pen. Go around it with this, and if it's no good, if I don't like it, I can then do the gesso. Now, if you're looking for other videos in this series for other people's contributions to this one, it is hashtag 2022 CWP and 36, because we're on week 36. I do know that the hashtag playlists don't show up like they used to, where you'd get a nice banner across the top of the screen, and yeah, there'd be tiles with everyone's videos, and you could just see the whole lot of them. Now it just gives you a list. So I find it a little bit difficult to navigate my way around that. So I hope I don't miss too many videos. I try and watch everybody's. Sometimes they just come up in my feed, but not always. Now, I don't know what to make of this gold. I'm going to smudge it a little bit. I did sort of want something subtle, but I'm not sure. I want to do a little bit of outlining. Just a couple of these birds, like the light coloured ones, I think just need a tiny little bit. So I've got some of this metallic paint here. It's got metallic rainforest. So I'm just going to put that along the top here, just to hide a bit of the brush strokes and the gesso. I like the nice colour that this is, and it's quite a transparent paint. Bring it in a little bit. You can see the texture of that paper towel a bit better when it's got that colour on top of it too. This is the finished page with the names. So we've got the magpie, we've got the sulphur-crested cockatoo, got the galah, cockatiel, budgerigar, lorikeet, butcherbird, Major Mitchell's pink cockatoo, and the kookaburra. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for spending some time with me. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, ask a question. If you don't like the video, give me a thumbs down and tell me why you don't like it. If you're new here and you like what you see, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications so you know when I'm doing a new video. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it and seen the process, and I'll catch you in the next video. So cheers from Australia. Hooroo!